Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I am Power Symphonic and I have 7 CDs here to show you. So I literally 3, 6, I believe I've got, yes, I have 7 CDs here to show you. And I found one cool thing at work. The other, I found a stack of vinyl, but none of it's my cup of tea because I'm not into the certain vinyl, which I'll show you a couple of them. But I've got a stack of them there. But I think it's about 6 minute walk from 2 record shops, so I can take all them in. I can trade them in, and I can either have store credit of whatever for store credit, or I could just get the cash or something like that. So this is going to be my latest haul. So I'll start off with all my pre-orders because I made a note of everything, but I've got all my pre-orders here. So the first one is US Thrash, and they were formed way back in 1979, and this is the 13th studio album, Goliath, from the band Exodus. I've never actually seen this band live, and I wouldn't mind catching them live. I don't believe they've played at Bloodstock Open Air, but if they have been at Bloodstock and I have seen them, then cool. If I haven't seen them, I'll have to check the list of bands that I've seen live and check the Bloodstocks to see if I've seen them or haven't. But as far as I know, I have not seen this band live, so that is one of them. And then this is an international power metal band formed in 2012. This is their second studio album, and the All Seeing Astral Eye, which is from Angus McSix. This is Thomas Winkler. He was a former member, pardon me, he was a former member of Glory Hammer. And then after he got kicked out of Glory Hammer and all that rubbish went to shit with Glory Hammer, he formed Angus McSix. And I do have the first studio album, which I thought wasn't too bad. And then there is this one, which has just been released. I have listened to some stuff off here. It's not that bad. It just needs more of a listen, and it's probably going to be a grower with me with this album. Then we have some US prog formed way back in 1985. I'm actually not sure what number this is because I think I've done like 20 on my YouTube channel. But this is another Lost Not Forgotten archive from the Legends Dream Theater. Live in Tokyo 2010 captures a band show in Tokyo, Japan, a performance that would end up being drummer Mike Portnoy's last appearance with the band till he rejoined in 2023. So not sure what tour this is, but I'll show you that. And then if you have any info, but I did look online to figure out how many of the Lost Not Forgotten archives I have actually released, because I was trying to figure out how many, and it doesn't say, but it says there's 20 plus, and I believe I've got like 20, 21, 22 or something like that. But I do have the on CD the entire full Lost Not Forgotten archives. I was thinking about getting these on vinyl, but when they was released I thought about getting them, but I thought to myself, I do want these in my collection, but it's not going to be something like with the demo CDs and that lot. It's probably not going to be something that I'm going to play every day, constantly play the hell out of. I'll play them now and again because, if it's a brand new studio album, I play the hell out of them. But when it's demos, mixes and stuff, it doesn't get played as much as brand new studio albums. So I thought I'll get them on CD, and then I found with the vinyl, because there was one that came up for pre-order and it had the vinyl, and with the vinyl you get the CD inside the vinyl cover, which I thought, oh, so I could have literally just bought the vinyl version and I would have got the CD with it, which I was like, cool. So I may get one or two of these at some point on vinyl. Some of these Lost Not Forgotten archives. I don't believe I've got any of the Lost Not Forgotten archives on vinyl, but I know some of their studio albums are literally on pre-order or on Amazon for pre-order at the moment, if anybody wants to pre-order them. Black Clouds and Silver Linings, and their self-titled is on there. There's something like 40 quid for pre-order, which I believe they're coloured vinyl, and I can't afford them most. I would have snapped the both of them up, but their self-titled album is my favourite Dream Theater album, and it is a masterpiece. So I do really want to get that one, so hopefully I have the funds so I can get a copy. Then we have some German symphonic metal formed in 2003, and this is their 8th EP. I believe it's their 8th EP because I know they've released quite a few EPs, and this is Song of Darkness from the band Lee's Eyes. Never seen them live. Did have an opportunity to see him in Wolverhampton with Liv Christie, and for some reason I didn't go to the show. I don't know if it was a thing of lack of funds or help for something like that, but then she left a while later and I was gutted, but I haven't seen them live. Hopefully at some point I get to see these live, but there you go. I really can't wait to listen to that EP. Now this band is a brand new band for me because they came up for pre-order on Amazon and I seen the name and I was like, the name's rather silly. As my friend said, he can't get over the name, but I seen the artwork and stuff in the band and I thought this looks interesting. So like I do, I went on YouTube / Spotify and I listened to 3 songs and I was like, these are interesting. I pre-ordered this album. So they are Finnish melodics, heavy / hard / rock / metal, formed in '09, and this is their 5th studio album, which is their self-titled. I wasn't sure how many albums I got out. I thought this was their debut till I did a bit of research and I was like, no. So they've got more albums out, but I've listened a couple of the tracks that I have listened to. Oh, another one on Frontier Records. So, no, pardon me. So the ones that I have listened to, I really enjoyed, and I thought, yeah, it's a band I could get into. So I thought I'm going to pre-order that and give that one a listen. So now we have some German thrash. These were formed in I believe it was 1982. And they're classed as one of the big 4 of Teutonic thrash metal, so the German thrash metal. And this is their 6th studio album. This was originally released in 1994, so this is the anniversary edition, and brand new Blitzkrieg remix of the album, Aber bitte mit Senne EP. I should know bitter mit. I should know some of that because I'm learning German with Duolingo. I'm not the best at it, but I'm still committing to it, and yeah, which is awesome. So yeah, you get What You Deserve 26 remaster, Get What You Deserve 26 Blitzkrieg remix, Aber bitte mit Sahn, remastered 2026 and 2026 Schweinskopf remix. So that's going to be an interesting listen, and never seen these live, so I wouldn't mind catching them. So yeah, another band which I've got a few of their albums. I just need to get the rest of their studio albums. So now we have some Italian symphonic metal or symphonic power metal, or as I say, symphonic / goth metal. These were formed in 2015. This album is Gods Don't Take Calls. Gods Don't Take Calls, and this is their 5th studio album, and it's a band of Walking Darkness. Now the vocalist Nicoletta Rossellini, I think that's how you pronounce her name, I've probably butchered it, but apologies if I've butchered it. I've seen her with her former band Calidia, and I've seen them in Manchester. I know during the show there was technical difficulties, but such a good band. But Walking Darkness are awesome. Hopefully at some point I get to see them live, but she's a beast of a singer, and I definitely recommend giving this band a listen if you like your symphonic metal. If you like Nightwish, Epica, Avantasia, Delane, all that sort of stuff, then I highly would give these a full listen. So now to the couple of things that I actually found at work. First thing is a bass guitar. The case, as you can see, it's covered in paint and whatnot, so it might just get chucked and it just needs a thorough clean. But yeah, the case is not really that good, but I think it just needs hopefully you can get the paint off or something. This needs a bit of TLC, but a guy was like, what are you going to do with that? And I was like, well, I'm friends with God knows how many musicians, loads of musicians are personal friends with, so I know loads play bass, so I'll be gifting it to one of them to see if they actually want it and to add it to their collection or to play it. But I don't know much about this, but yeah, it just needs a bit of TLC, and I know it's covered in thingy, needs a good clean, but as you can see, bass guitar, it's a does that say a Thunder? I'm not sure if it's called a Thunder or something, but if anybody has any info on this, let me know in the comments, because I really don't have a clue. I haven't done my research yet. Ibanez sound gear. O-G-I-O Ibanez. Is that an Ibanez? Not sure, but that is frigging awesome. I don't know why somebody would throw this away. So the minute I seen it, anytime an instrument comes in, whether it's a guitar, a bass, I grab it like a shot regardless. And some of the lads said it may be a thingy, maybe one of them dreadful basses, or it may be, you know, one of the Poundland style, or the really cheap ones, or you never know, you may be sitting on something. I said, I'm not fussed, I'll bring it home, and then I do my research. And usually I've got friends who are musicians, so I just say to one of my friends, it's usually who's a musician, here, found this at work if you want it. And I've gave a load to musician friends before and said, there you go, because they're on tour and that lot. And I'm like, there you go, I found a bass if you want to. But usually I'm just like, if you want to come to mine, pick it up. Maybe when I see you at a gig, just buy us a pint or something, cider, or buy dinner when we're at a gig or something like that. But this is frigging awesome. Can't believe somebody would throw that away. So now I'm going to get to this vinyl. None of this is my cup of tea. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't know virtually any of these artists, but I'm just going to show you a couple of them. Neo, never heard of him. I did a little research on some of them, the artists, and it says like drum and bass, techno, hard house, Euro dance and that sort of stuff, which is, yeah, it's just not my cup of tea. I have tried to give it a listen and it's a no-go from me. But there was one on here which I know, one or two artists. I'm going to actually see if I can find the ones that I actually know. When I can actually look through. I don't know virtually nothing from this. Like, would not have a clue. Thought that was a weird artwork. Weird album cover. But yeah, there's also thingy in here. There's also a picture disc, and it just says The Wolf, Dave Clark. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm already like not really my cup of tea. There is a couple of vinyls that are multiple, which I thought was cool. But yeah, the reason why I kept them is because, as I've said, but Pendulum. I know that's somebody, one of my friends were like, they're exactly similar to, I'm trying to think of the name now. It's literally gone out my head. But yeah, there's a couple of bands. My friend was like, oh, this one ain't in the sleeve. But my friend was telling me they're similar to, I think it's the Prodigy or something like that. Well, yeah, but as I've said, I've gone through these. Oh, there's a couple of Pendulum. So I've gone through these, and yeah, not my, as I've said, not my cup of tea at all. But I'm trying to see if I could find one. But I did see a Shania Twain vinyl, and some of us, but not my thing. But this one, sort of, for a second, it piqued my interest, because he said Metalhead presents, and then I looked, and it's all dance and whatnot, and yeah, not my thing at all. And then there's a pink vinyl, and this one sort of, I don't know if I could show this on here. The People's Republic of, never heard of it, but yeah, look at that for a vinyl. Made me laugh, but yeah, I won't show anymore because it's not my cup of tea, not my thing. I'm not really into them. I don't really listen to stuff like that. But when the guy at work says, if you're not into it, why are you taking it home? And I said, certain vinyl and stuff like that, I'll take it home because, as I've said, I live 5-6 minute walk from a record shop. I can take them all in. I can go through them. I can check out the ones that are in good nick, the ones that are in poor condition I can just bin, but the ones that are in good condition I can grab a pile of them. I can take them into that record shop because as I've done before, I took in 2 Glory Armor, or was it 2 Glory Armor and 2 Hailstorm or something like that. And I said, he said, how much do you want? And I said, give me like 10 quid of vinyl. Well, the guy said, I tell you what, instead of 10 quid, I'll give you 50 quid. and he gave me more, which was like a bit taken aback, because some record shops would be like, yeah, I'll snap it up, but he gave me more. And then when I purchased a load of vinyl, I went to the bargain vinyl bin where he's got vinyl that are like £2 a vinyl or something like that, or £2 a vinyl, and them are the ones that don't know if they work. And he said, if they don't work, just bring them back and I can swap them over. But I got 2 out of that. And then the next minute he said, go pick 2 more. I was like, are you sure? And he went, yeah, just take a few more. And then eventually I got 3 more out of that bin that he gave me. And I was like, oh, that was awesome of him, because them are the ones who just really cheap ones he's getting rid of. But yeah, I'll be taking them in the record shop, and I'll be like, I've said to him, I've got a stack of vinyl here. I don't know. Knowing me, I'm probably just going to say something, because I did, as I said, I looked on Discogs, and a couple of them I seen for like good condition, like 20 something quid, but I know like 2-3 quid in poor condition. So every one of them, I'm just going to treat them as like poor condition, and I'm going to say something like, even if I sold them like £1 of vinyl, that'll be 90 quid or 95 accounted. So if I take them in 95, but I'm probably going to say something like, would you do 100, 150 or whatever, even if it's 50 quid off, I'm still up. Or I'll just trade them in for some vinyl in store and pick up some of the vinyl of the artists that I want. But that's the benefits of my work. The stuff there, I can take it home if I want, rather than it go to landfill. I can just take it home. So most of it I do, and then I just go to the record shop and trade it in. I know it's not my cup of tea, but then if it's something like Robbie Williams that comes into work, it stays in work, because there is no freaking chance I'm bringing that home, because to be honest, I absolutely cannot stand him, which everybody knows is just not my cup of tea at all. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video on my latest haul, and obviously my work goodies. But yeah, I'll be glad when them vinyl are gone, because yeah, it's cramping my style. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed this video on my latest haul, and I'll catch you in the next one. So if you're new to this channel, if you would like to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, all of that sort of cool stuff, because it's mainly unboxing videos I do. As I've said, I do show off my music, tattoos, I do gig reviews, talk about the bands I love, show off my collection, all of that sort of epic stuff. I have been having problems with a couple of videos, because I know some of you have commented and said some of the videos, it's just picture of me looking down at my thing. I re-uploaded, or I checked the ones that was on my phone, and they seem to be perfect, the videos, and I uploaded them and it was still the same. So I went through them. I don't know what was wrong. I don't know if it was if it was me, but I checked, and before I uploaded them they all work fine. So I don't know if it's a YouTube thing. I literally don't have a clue, so I've just got to try and figure that out. So yeah, hope you'll enjoy this. I'll catch you in the next video. So Power Symphonic, so have yourself a good one, and I shall see you later.